Sports Jockeys.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Exhausted Gamer here. I'm here to bring you just my initial thoughts on the PS4 and how things have been so far up to this point. As you know, it's been out for a good solid week now. I've had time to sit down and actually dig into the games and play and find out the features of the console. And there's a couple things I want to talk about. First, we're going to talk about the dashboard. I like how they changed up the dashboard. They really just gave themselves Sony really gave themselves a fresh start to revamping, the user experience on their system. A lot of people, I really wasn't a fan of the XMD cross-media dashboard, but it was to each his own. But Sony have now given themselves plenty of playroom to do whatever they want, really, with the dashboard. And I found that the more that I've used the dashboard, it has become more intuitive. So when you're gaming and you need to actually hop out and add somebody's friend request or accept a message or check a notification, it's really quick and it's really snappy. So I really like how they implemented that, and as you use it more in the game, as you become more familiar with it, you'll understand what I'm saying, that it's real intuitive, and I think I see what Sony is going for there. So I'm anxious to see what features they will add next to the for the console dashboard. All right, I picked up like 8 games. So the games, it's a launch day. It's launch day. Everybody is expecting AAA titles out the gate and stuff like that. And if it would have been AAA titles out the gate, such as Watch Dogs, Drive Club, Infamous, those games would have not been ready. Not one. They wouldn't have been ready, and then we'd have been sitting here crying about having an incomplete product. So you see what's going on with Call of Duty Ghost and Battlefield 4, with those games the servers not running right. Well, Call of Duty, they fixed a lot of stuff in the patch from last week, so all that is all good there. But for the Battlefield side, EA and what they've been doing and just pushing out games, yeah, Battlefield has been suffering and losing a lot of people over because they haven't completed the game like they should have. All right, I want to move on to the controller. I really like this controller. You can sit and play for a long time without even, having to take a break. It's just not, the thumbsticks are pretty good. Just the overall feel of the controller is great. The only gripe I have is going to be about the battery life. The battery life on this controller really isn't that great. It'll last you a good 6 to 8 hours depending on how much you play. So I recommend going into your settings and set your controller to turn off 10 minutes after 10 minutes of inactivity, because that'll save you some battery on your controller as well, especially if you only have one controller. So that's going to be big. But I have 2 controllers, so I just take one off the charging station and put another one on and just keep it moving. But some of us don't have that, so I recommend doing that as well. But I'm really pleased with the triggers and how the triggers for the controller feel. They're real responsive, and I feel like I'm getting getting great feedback from them. So the vibration, the speaker, everything about this controller is great. It's nice it's a couple tricks you can do with it too. You can also have the game audio come out of the controller with a headset that you have plugged in. So that's pretty neat if you want to sit there and you want to game and you just want to listen. Of course, it's not going to be surround sound. It's going to be a stereo sound, but you get the point with that. That's a pretty good feature to have. The camera is pretty cool. Sony did a good thing by not including it into the bundle, because really in the beginning you're not really gonna need the camera. Only time you're really gonna need the camera is for if you're playing something like you're using Twitch, you stream a lot and you're doing a lot of videos and stuff like that on there. But other than that, there really isn't a use for, you know, a use for a camera right now in any of these games. The 1.5 update, it brought a lot of fixes and stuff like that to the console, which when I first got my system with just the 1.51 update, I'm sorry. When I first got my console, it would freeze sometime and everything like that, and that was even after I changed out the hard drive. But after they pushed out the 1.51 update, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. So that's always a great sign there when they fixing things, you know, with ease and fixing it pretty fast. So that went great. But I switched out my hard drive in my system, as many of y'all may have seen my video, and the games load faster, everything runs smooth, no problem whatsoever. And the system actually runs quieter and smoother and no heat whatsoever. Only time the game really kicks in, the fan really kick in, if I pause a game and I go back out to the dashboard, you hear the CD start spinning up, and then you'll hear the fan start kicking in. So that's pretty much the only thing with that, and that's gonna happen because the system is trying to hold your place basically in that actual game. So should you install a new hard drive? I highly recommend it, and I recommend an SSD hybrid. Don't go out there buying a straight SSD because it's really not worth it. And the SSD hybrid will help, and you know, you keep a lookout for the 2 terabyte SSD hybrids that might be coming out soon. I know Samsung is making one, so just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I've been really enjoying my system over the past week, and I've played all kinds of games, and I actually took Injustice back yesterday because I really wasn't impressed with that game by any means. It was a great game. It looks good and it played okay, but that really wasn't something I liked about it. But as you can see right here in this video, I'm playing Killzone. This game is out for it to get the reviews it got. I don't understand how it got those reviews because this game is pretty good. It's pretty good. I died here a couple times, but you know, I really like the way they took advantage of the technology they had for this game, and it really shows. Even with the online gameplay, this is probably one of the more solid games at launch right now for the PlayStation. So you have a problem with Battlefield and Call of Duty is okay, but this is really one of the most solid games we have right now. So I think the PlayStation, Sony has set up themselves to basically future-proof themselves, and we're gonna see a lot of nice things coming soon. So you all, it's been Exhausted Gamer. Hope you enjoyed my little voiceover real quick, and if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section below. Remember, rate, like, comment, subscribe. Exhausted Gamer out. Peace.
Persistent. I respect that. But it's in your nature to lose.